Coach Cody here from Marandola Martial Arts, and I had a couple of people in the comments when I did a video recently about headbutting. They wanted to see a little bit more demonstrating. I'm going to try to do this without messing up the mic, so I'm probably not going to headbutt this thing as hard as I can. So sorry for that. I'm just going to more show the technique. Really, it's not about hitting it as hard as you can anyway. Imagine taking a bowling ball and just bam, right into your face. It's going to hurt like hell. You can put some body weight behind that. Game over. So I showed doing like your traditional Muay Thai clinch when you go to headbutt isn't very effective because it gives both people the opportunity to headbutt. Yes, I can headbutt him, but as I'm coming in, he can also drop his chin and headbutt me. If I block the front of his chest, I'm almost doing like a cross clinch. I guess you'd call it. It's a very popular in Lethway. Shout out to Dave LeDuc. Dave LeDuc, not David Duke, damn it. Grab onto the shoulder here. I can use my other hand to protect. I'm getting shoulder protection for any shots coming on this side. I can hit to the body. I can throw my knees, and then I can headbutt. Bam! I'm reinforcing my neck with my shoulders, which also protects my chin. And then I'm using my body to do the strike. Bam, bam, bam. Okay? So that way I'm not going to hurt my neck. If I do this, and he moves forward, bam, bam, I am going to split my own face open. Case in point, back in the mid to late 90s, Vanderlei Silva, very popular MMA fighter, fought in Pride, fought in the UFC, did better in Pride, in my opinion, because it was more suited for his weapons, soccer kicks, head stomp, stuff like that. But they couldn't elbow. I love using my elbows, but I love soccer kicking and head stomping too. So he was fighting in a Vale Tudo fight against the heavyweight Muay Thai champion of Brazil, and he ended up losing because of a cut over his eye. And when he headbutted, he whipped his neck. The other guy ducked his head like this, and Vanderlei split his own eye open. It looked like a hatchet wound. It's one of the reasons why he had to get cosmetic surgery to look human again. Split his own eye open about that big. It was horrific. Okay, so that he basically did to himself. As he learned from that mistake, he never made that mistake again. His fights after that in Vale Tudo, demolishing people with the headbutt. Mark Kerr, the Smashing Machine, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is going to be doing a movie about him soon, was also a phenomenal headbutter. But he did it more on the ground, where he was dropping his head down as he was pulling their head up into it. That's a little bit different because now you have gravity on your side. Anytime you can add gravity on your side, it's going to strengthen your strikes. So for this side, I'm going to demonstrate shoulder protection. Boom. I'm trapping. You know, I'm hitting. Bam. Headbutt. And I'm pulling them in as I do it. Bam. Then I can come up with an elbow. I can come across with an elbow. I can go back to the headbutt, come up with the elbow. And one of the people in the comments said that they like to throw like a headbutt, like an uppercut, where they come below and then they come up with it, where you're using your legs. Perfectly fine. Okay, just make sure, again, you're bringing your shoulders up towards your ears to reinforce your neck. So when you hit, you're not going to roll your neck and pinch a nerve, blow a disc out, and then need neck surgery. Okay, so perfectly acceptable. Almost like I'm going to shoot in for a takedown. They go to sprawl, and then I jump up. Bam. Another thing that, you know, I've trained people this in law enforcement, special forces, stuff like that. U.S. Marshals on airplanes where you don't have a lot of room to move. It's all linear. Where grabbing somebody by the ears is very efficient when you're headbutting. Because when you pull their ears, their head is going to move. Okay? I'm not going to pull their ears towards me to where now I'm hitting forehead to forehead. I'm going to push their ears back and bend their head back and try to hit right in the bottom of their chin and split their jaw right in half, okay? So now I'm here and I'm boom, and again, I'm bringing my shoulders up to reinforce my neck, okay? And I'm gonna drive with my legs, boom, as I'm pulling almost like down and towards me, like making a J, where you're pulling down and towards you to lift that, tilt that head back, expose that chin, boom, boom. And again, I can come on the inside with elbows after, come on the outside, throw my knees, then switch it up, headbutt, bam, boom, knee, switch it up, headbutt, elbow, grab, smash, smash, smash. I hope this helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you guys have any more requests for content, I'm an open book. You know, I'm relatively new to this game as far as social media content and stuff like that. I've been doing it for a little over a year, but I'm always looking to add to what I'm doing here. I try to do as original of content as possible. You know, I can't stand seeing the same things over and over again. I know I just did a big rant about that, but I don't like seeing the same. I don't like doing what everybody else is doing. You know, it took me a long time to watch popular movies like The Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, you know, cult-like movies, except for my favorite of all time, The Lost Boys. I watched that sucker when it came out on VHS because I was too young to go see it in the movie theaters. But when everybody else is into something, I don't want to do it. I'll do it later, okay? So all this, you know, I know right now it's popular in the martial art niche to like copy anime kicks and stuff like that, and that's great, but I'm also 46 years old. Arthritis in both knees. I've already had one knee rebuilt. My other one is on the way out. I can't do 720 kicks and stuff anymore. I used to be able to when I was younger, but from doing it so much when I was younger, I can't do it anymore. So I apologize for that. I'm not an aerial acrobatic. You know, I never pretend to be something I'm not. I'm a more down and dirty, gritty, street MMA, self-defense, save your life, make it home to your family kind of dude. And I was also a bouncer for 20 years. So when you're surrounded by people in a crowd, stuff like knees, elbows, and headbutts are all you're going to really be able to use. Because if you wind up to throw a punch, you might elbow a girl in the face behind you. I've seen it happen. I've done it by accident before, and I felt horrible about that. You know, I split the girl's forehead open. I felt so bad. It was not intentional at all. But when you're surrounded by people, you have to use your close quarter combat. In close. That's what Muay Thai was developed for. You know, and Lethwei was developed for. Close quarter war combat. Okay, not way out on the range. I mean, we love our flashy kicks and our roundhouse kicks and all that stuff, and our spinning wheel kicks and all that. But 100% of fights start standing. About 90% of them, 85, 90% of them end up on the ground. But 100% of them, I'd say 99.99999%, you never want to say 100%, end up in some sort of clinch. Somebody grabs onto somebody. Especially people nowadays do not like to get hit. You hit them hard once, they see their own blood, they're going to try to grab onto you so you can hit them again. Perfect opportunity for your knees, your elbows, and don't forget to use your head. Peace.